we ready? Yes, we are ready. We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of CyberJar live streams. And today we already have our regular visitor, Johannes Rabauer. You already know him, hopefully, right? If you don't, yeah. So, hi, Johannes. Tell just a couple of words about yourself.
Hi, Catherine. I'm a senior software developer at XDev Software in Germany. And I like to play around with AI in my free time because that's really, really fun right now. And that's what we'll do today, right?
Yeah, exactly. So Johannes and I already had the live coding battle. We compared Spring AI and LangChain for J, and today we have another battle for you because apparently that's what we do. We clash swords. God, how tacky is that? Oh my god. Anyway, we have prepared another live coding battle for you today. That's going to be the vibe coding battle. Let me just explain what it is about, the rules, and we'll jump right in. Right, so vibe coding is like the new black, right, in the software development right now, and I think everybody, each and every developer has done some part of vibe coding, either just a code snippet or just a class or the whole project, maybe. Yeah. And so with vibe coding, maybe you know that already, or maybe you were lucky not to know that. LLMs may hallucinate, or maybe they can create some random stuff that you don't actually need in your project, or the project may look just fine, but then it's going to be just nested with bugs, with vulnerabilities, and crappy code and what's not. So, but there are a few rules, right, to actually writing good code with LLM, just high quality vibe coding, so to say. And this is what we're going to try out today. So we will have the bare bone project, so Spring Boot project. It's going to integrate the Valiant front end. And let me just share my screen and I'll show you exactly what I mean because I'm just blabbering away. Okay, present. Okay, while I'm filling with the controls, Johannes, maybe you want to add a couple of words about why this is important, what we're doing today, if it is important or if you're just having fun.
So we had the idea to compare the strategy basically to write a plan beforehand. I think you should always do that with AI. If you have something bigger, you need to write a plan or let the AI write a plan. And then you have that whole plan and you could just say to the AI, okay, let's implement that. And then it goes on and takes forever, but eventually it would finish. And maybe you have a working application with only one prompt, basically. And so we wanted to compare that to another strategy where you have basically kind of a little plans, little issues that need to get implemented. Then you just look over it, you can test it out yourself, and then you go to the next step. And then step by step, you have a working application as well. And the idea was that we kind of compare these two strategies and see the pros and cons for each strategy. And then came the idea with how do we compare these two? Okay, you can compare the product, the result by just clicking through it. In our case, we have a little medical app that we thought of would be very useful to the world. And so Catherine built actually a very long GitHub action that does a lot of quality assurance, basically, and we can then compare these two strategies by the quality. That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah, thank you, Johannes. Yeah, I'm dying to show you actually this project and this GitHub Actions file, which is a little pride of mine. So this is a project, AI Coding Battle. The link is in the description to this live stream. So what we actually have here is the barebone project, right? So in the source, we don't have anything, right? There's just default some folders and that's it, so nothing. AI is going to generate the whole project for us. But what we do have is some prerequisites, right? So we are going to build the project on Java 25, which is the latest LTS version, Spring Boot 4.2, or anyway, so the latest Spring Boot version. Maven, we're going to use Maven this time, not Gradle, and GitHub Copilot as our AI assistant, and we are going to use VS Code as our IDE because it has a very smooth and seamless integration with GitHub Copilot. So what we are going to use is this is going to be a small medical application that is going to triage the patient use case by the symptoms that were entered by the user. So this is a very popular hot topic right now. So the telemedicine and AI assisted telemedicine, where the LLM actually looks for various possible diagnoses based on the patient's symptoms or checks that he or she has already performed. So we're going to build this small application, right? We will use OpenAI with Spring AI, of course. The database is going to be PostgreSQL. We are going to spin it up in via Docker Compose, right? So the instance. And then we will also use Flyway for database migrations, Vardin for building the front end, because we're building a Java project and Vardin is the most natural choice for the front end framework. I just love it. We're going to use JPA Hibernate this time, so we are going to go mainstream, right? JPA is the most common solution that is used. Test containers for testing, and another important thingy here is that we are going to generate the SBOM via the CycloneGX plugin. So generating an SBOM is a very, very good practice when you want to know what kind of dependencies are there in your application. So this is also a useful feature. Right, so Docker Compose, GitHub Actions, and the tools that we are going to use for the quality check. Let me just say a couple of words about them, right? So you do not commit the code generated by LLM without testing it and without checking its quality. You have to check the quality of any code, even the one that you wrote yourself, but with LLM, you have to be super strict. And we are integrating not one, but 5 tools that are going to tear this code apart. So let's go from the first tab that I have here opened. So one of the tools is PMD, which is the static code analyzer, right? So it looks for different programming flaws like unused variables, empty cache blocks, unnecessary object creation, and so on and so forth. So basically, it has more than 400 built-in rules, and you can also add custom rules, but we haven't, right? We are just using the default right now. Then there is the ZAP. ZAP is the penetration testing tool. So penetration testing is the way to identify vulnerabilities in your code without actually performing the attack on your code. And here we have ZAP has a very convenient Maven plugin. So this is going to be triggered when the application runs. I'll show you in the GitHub file. in a couple of seconds. Then there's the Trivy. This one is the security scanner. It can scan the variety of various artifacts. It can scan a container image for known vulnerabilities, a file system, the repository, Kubernetes, and also it can scan the software bill of materials that we will have generated. Then there's the SpotBugs. The SpotBugs is also a very nice analysis tools. It's again looking for issues in your code, and there are different bugs that it may discover. There's the description like that, as you can see here. Finalize null fields, creating empty jar file, dubious catching of illegal monitor state exception, and so on and so forth. So lots of stuff, as you can see here, like it's just tremendously huge list. And then finally,
the SpotBugs, SpotBugs is basically very similar to SonarLint or SonarQube, right?
Yeah, it is actually, but as we are using as our project is located in the organization repository, SonarLint, well, we could use it as a plugin. It is open source and free to use as a plugin, but if you want to integrate SonarQube in CI/CD, you require the license, so that's it.
Okay. My last understanding was that if you have an open source repository, you can use SonarQube as well for free.
No. That was different. Yeah. So with SonarQube, you have to have the license for CI/CD, but with GitLeaks. So I wanted to also use the GitLeaks tool, which I really like. It searches for things that shouldn't be committed to the repository, like keys and so on and so forth. But GitLeaks can be used with individual repositories, but with organizations, you need also the license. So
okay,
you don't integrate this one. And finally, there's JaCoCo, if I pronounce it correctly. JaCoCo.
I think so. JaCoCo, yeah.
JaCoCo, right? Yeah. So that's just the code coverage tool, because tests are important and coverage is important, and JaCoCo looks for that. So how good is our test coverage? Because LLM has to generate tests as well, of course. So let's look briefly at this YAML file.
Catherine, one thing I wanted to add to the PMD, XF actually open sourced the IntelliJ plugin for PMD. So we provide a plugin for that to easily use in IntelliJ. I'll post the link in the comments.
In the comments, yeah, sure.
I don't know if these links will land on your streams as well.
I will after the stream I will post all the links in the description of the video anyway. Perfect. So they're going to be there. So that's nice. I didn't know that. That's cool. Right. So there are lots of open source free to use tools at your service, so and we're going to see them in action. So here we have I would say quite simple a workflow file, with the exception of all the checks that we are providing, right? So we are checking out the code, we are building it, we are using Liberica JDK as the Java distribution. Of course, you can use any distribution that you prefer. Then what we do is that we run the tests, and we upload the test results, and then we use all our quality checks, right? So the JaCoCo, then we are running the PMD, as it is in the Maven plugin. It is very convenient to actually run it with the Maven goal, uploading the PMD report. Then we are running SpotBugs. Again, it's a very convenient plugin, and it's very convenient to run it. Upload the report. Then we upload the SBOM that was generated when we packaged our application. Then we set up the Trivy, and we set Trivy loose on our SBOM, and then we generate the report as well. After that, and then we run the application, and we use the OWASP ZAP baseline that I told you about, this penetration testing tool. For that, we need to actually run the application because it monitors the running web application. And looks for vulnerabilities there. So for that, we are spinning up the Postgres instance within our pipeline, run the application, and then use the ZAP tool for scanning it with this command, right? So you can just copy and paste that afterwards if you would like. And that's basically it. We upload all the logs, we upload all the reports, and then after that, after we generate both projects, we are going to push them to the repository. The workflow file is going to be triggered, and then we will look at all the reports, right? Because simply saying my code looks good is not enough, right? We will compare the projects by the reports that we get from all these tools, and we'll see how much of quality the code actually possesses.
Yeah, that's the idea. And one thing I wanted to say about that pipeline is that it's great because it produces so much valuable information. But the way we use it in production is that basically like JaCoCo or the PMD plugins, they all have a kind of a fail switch. So for example, if in JaCoCo you don't have a certain test level, so JaCoCo tells you how much of your code in percentage is covered by tests. And so we usually have like a threshold where if the tests are below a certain percentage of tests, the build will just fail. Because if you don't let it fail, then people will just don't care about these things. And the same with PMD. If there are warnings or even like what are there are like higher prioritized warnings, not errors, but
yeah,
I can't think of the name right now.
You said different goals, right? So you can in the perfect world, and in production, actually not the perfect world, in production, if there are some critical findings, then the build actually fails, right? In our
and this way you can't even push that to your develop branch or anything like that.
Exactly. But of course, you can configure all of that, right? So you can configure which warnings just go to the logs and which fail the build, right? So it's not cast in stone, of course. But for our simple demo, we will commit anyway, we'll push anyway, and build the project, and we'll just study the reports because that's what we need right now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, right. So we are ready, I think. Yeah. Hello, Letitia. Hello, Letitia. Yeah, so I'm going to start first because I'm going to be this person A, very like chilly. I'm going to just paste one huge prompt to the Copilot and generate the whole project from scratch and to the completion from A to Z. And Johannes is the one who is going to do all the heavy lifting. I'm sorry, Johannes, but
well, it won't be heavy as well. So we already prepared those prompts, so it's just copy and pasting, hopefully, right?
Yeah, sure. All right, so let me start. Again, share my screen. Right. Oh, the window. Finally, I can share another window. So let me just show you the prompt that I'm going to paste. Okay, just a sec. In the prompts, right? So we have here two prompts: master prompt, that's for me, and the split prompt, that's for Johannes. So, my prompt.
Catherine, we don't see any anything yet.
You don't see anything. That's weird. Oh, because I didn't add my going to the stage, silly me.
Yes.
But
We got
it's past midnight in Almaty, so you have to forgive me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm a night animal. That's just the time I'm actually starting to think.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so here's my prompt. Right, you're working inside the existing project. What repository contains? We describe all that. What's the goal? And I should say that this master prompt was actually is actually the courtesy of Johannes. I didn't even. I was so lazy. No, I wasn't lazy. It's just I didn't try that.
Well, you set up the whole repository. I'll provide it the prompts, and
the
of
text,
course
yeah,
they are
so we have
also
the-
AI
yeah.
generated.
Yeah, so we have we have the teamwork. Teamwork is like perfect in our little combo. So yeah, anyway, thank you, Johannes, for this one. Right, so the goal is to build a healthcare assistant web application. The features that is going to the application should have. So user enters the symptoms, AI predicts illnesses, user selects an illness, OpenAI generates medical advice, then it finds closest specialists from the database, right? So we are going to have a small database of doctors, other specialists, right? That can be okay. What's the word for that? That can be consulted. Okay. Yeah, and then we generate the text, provide performance benchmarks, and the Docker file for the application that's going to be used in the composed YAML. Yeah, so we did not write the Docker file because I was very, very curious to see what kind of Docker file the LLM is going to generate, because that's my my bread and butter, so to say, Docker images, and I'm very curious to see what's going to be there. Right, the technologies that we are going to use: Spring Boot, Vaadin, Spring AI, JPA, everything that I have described already. And then we're going to have several views, Vaadin views, the symptoms view, where the user enters the symptoms and with the analyze button. Then there's the illness selection view, right, that shows illnesses returned by OpenAI and with certain percentages, and the user can select the illness. And then there's the advice view that is going to show the medical advice, the selected illness, and the button to find the specialist and generate the text. And then there's going to be the specialists view to get user geolocation using the browser API, and show the closest doctors from the database and show some data about this doctor. And then there's going to be the share view to show generated share text, and the copy button to copy this text. The database, right? So we have already one teeny tiny flyway migration for creating the database. That's the fields that we're going to have. We are going to have only one table, doctor, but the LLM should create the JPA entity and repository. And then the OpenAI integration, how it's going to be integrated. So how to use the classification, what to return. So we're returning the JSON with the limit, and the prediction should be stored in Vaadin session. Then it's going to be the advice service, the specialist search, right, and the REST API with several endpoints, post, analyze symptoms, get illnesses, and get the doctors.
About the API.
Sorry?
Yeah, the REST API. I found that interesting. So this application will be a single application where Vaadin is running and REST endpoints are available. So the REST API theoretically is not even needed for our project. But I think why the AI added it here is that it can test all the functions. But I'm not really sure. Maybe the AI will also call these endpoints in the Vaadin application, the buttons or stuff like that. So I'm curious to see how that will work.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, exactly. All right, and then there's the testing. The tests are important, essential, right? So the LLM should generate the unit tests for checking the services functionality, the JSON parsing, distance calculation. Then there are going to be integration tests, and we will use test containers. We'll test line migrations, repository operations, and the doctor search, and the UI tests. Then there's the performance test. We're going to add the JMeter test plan and simulate 50 users calling the endpoint and measure the response times, which is also important. And then there's some requirements, very basic ones. So the code should be simple, clear, no over-engineering, no nothing, as simple and boring, because that's what good code is about. it's just boring. It has to be boring. Right. So the code should be generated. The existing files should be modified if needed. And the AI should ensure that the application builds and starts successfully. So this is my prompt. I'm going to share my, okay, let me see. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, right, copy, present, share screen window. Okay, I have here my VS Code. So it has a very nice cyberpunk theme.
I'm not sure if you're sharing.
I'm not,
but I don't see anything yet.
Because I did not add my screen to the stage again.
All right.
Right. Okay. So here it is, cyberpunk themed. The font is large enough, I hope.
That is pretty cool. Is that a predefined cyberpunk theme?
Yeah. They have this extension, this VS Code extension. I just found it. Because just black or just white is too boring for me. And I'm amazed. It's just cyberpunk. I thought, oh my god, that's perfect. For me. That was made for me.
it fits perfectly to your background. So
yeah, cool. Exactly. I have it like a very, very pinkish, like double pink. That's just too much pink. Just don't. Don't judge me. I'm old. Right. Okay. Okay, so here I have everything that I need is opened, right? And then there's the chat, and I'm pasting my prompt. Here it is, and I just
did you copy it from the raw data?
Yeah. So
or did you? I think you copied the formatted data.
I'm not sure. Okay.
If you go back to the browser and click on raw, then you'll see the MD file without the formatting. And then if you copy that, you'll have a perfectly formatted MD file for the LLM. So you see the hashtags and stuff like that. I think that's better.
Okay, so right, so the prompt is here. I am hitting enter, and we are working. All right, you can see it's analyzing, it's building, and is doing the stuff, and we are going to wait. So I'm going to just chill out and have my tea, my chamomile tea, and watch Johannes suffer.
One more thing. Catherine, did you activate the experimental danger flag?
Oh no, I'm too afraid to do that. You see, there's the danger flag. Johannes, maybe you can tell a couple of words about that when you share your screen, because I am too scary. I'm a coward.
That's fine. I just wanted to say that if you don't activate that, you'll have to sometimes have some choices, or just tell allow and allow.
Okay, I'll keep watching that. Okay. All right. Good. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see you.
So I'll share my screen. I'm already sharing. You have to edit to the stage.
We have the question from Letizia. Are you using frameworks such as BMAT? No, I'm not. I haven't even heard about that. Have you, Johannes?
No.
BMAT?
Sorry.
No. So maybe you could just write a couple of words about that, because I'm curious. Maybe that's something that we want to use. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So what I'm not sure if you mentioned that, but we'll work on different branches. So we have our main branch, and I just created my multi-prompt branch from that. And Catherine is working on a different branch, so we not interfere with each other. Okay. So far, so good. Just for curiosity's sake, I added a Copilot ignore file. I didn't know that existed to the prompts, so the AI won't touch the prompts or won't read them, because that's not what we're here for right now. And also, I added the agents file. So the actual agent file I added was second that. Yeah, okay. So this red one was the one I actually wrote. So it's very simple, just writing tests for all the features, search the newest versions for the dependencies, prefer simple code over elegant code, because simple is just easier. And always test your changes by compiling and running the application, make sure the changes work. That's basically what the master prompt also said. But when I initialized Copilot, so with a slash in it, you can initialize Copilot and it will analyze the project and write something down as to like summarize the whole project. Then it curiously wrote or rewrote this agents MD. I don't know really why it did that and not just add another file to it, but that was interesting to me. So now we have this one. All right. Now we can basically start as well. So this prompt, we don't have to go through it, I think.
Yeah.
We can go through it one by one. So it's structured in numbers, so prompt number 1, prompt number 2, and so on. And this first prompt just sets up the database and the main layer, basically. Or that's the idea. So if we copy all that, so we can look at it. So Spring Boot Vaadin project, yes, we know that. You implement the persistence layer, then it's very detailed how the flyway migration should create the database, what the entity is named, that there needs to be a repository for it, and then some basic things to calculate the distance. We need longitude and latitude for the user who is looking for a doctor, and then for the doctor who should be found, right? And the distance is in kilometers. Oh, that's pretty cool. Not in miles. Yeah, right. Some approximation is sufficient. We don't need any street calculations. Right, we only need to find doctors by specialty, and then it should ensure the flyway migration, entity mapping works, and the application builds and starts. But that's something that's universally true because of our agents MD. Great. So you selected the auto model. We can do that too. So I really don't know what it will use. Can you see what it's using right now?
Just a sec. Let me check.
We'll see. I'll paste my prompt, and then we can see here if we find out what model is used. But important is to say that we are in the agent mode, not in the asking or planning mode. Right. So let's go. And I was hoping that somewhere it says what model is used.
Well, I don't see right now. Maybe in the console somewhere.
Maybe it's really not even known
Well, it should be.
to the chat.
I don't know. No idea. That's interesting, actually. What kind of model does it actually select?
But we will get a 10% discount. So that's good.
Yeah.
to whatever we are using. I don't know. So is that a discount to the 3 times token? I'm not sure.
Not sure. What's your favorite model, by the way, Johannes? Which one do you use regularly?
I really alternate between those. So if I usually in planning mode, I use the some bigger model like the Opus 4.6 because I want to have a really good and solid plan. And then implementation, I try to use the Haiku, but a lot of times that just fails a lot of times. And then I switch back to the Sonnet. And if nothing works and I don't feel understood by the AI, I'll switch to Opus. But it's I still have lots of requests. I say that in all my sessions, but $10 for 1 month of, for me, unlimited tokens is perfect.
Yeah, $10 is the good deal, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Can I hide this? Well, I can just scroll away. Okay, but it already added all those things we wanted, and now it's basically just building. Let's see what it did.
Okay, friends, if you have any questions, any comments, like anything you'd like to say, to ask, feel free to post that in the chat. We'll be very happy to get your feedback, to chat away, or to answer whatever question you have. So yeah.
Right. So it added a really simple entity with doctor repository, find by specialty. I'm curious to see how that works, because if we have to find a doctor by the closeness to a certain coordinate, I think we have to extend this repository, but I'm not sure if that's in the plan right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it's not in the plan for this one, the plan number 1. There wasn't any mention of this, but maybe we'll see that later. Here we have that calculator. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, I don't know that calculation. The Euclidean calculation. I'm sure you know that, Catherine.
That's
So, we'll just trust the AI.
Yeah.
All right. So here we have our flyway script. So it basically just creates the entity. Okay, we have our first test. That's cool. That's interesting. So it does a data JPA test with a test container configuration. And it creates a doctor, 2 doctors, saves them, and then just checks. Yeah, and then just tries to find them. One with cardiology. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it adds 1 doctor with cardiology, and it searches for it, and then the return should be 1.
Letizia has a nice question. So how to indicate how to deal with performance issues such as N+1 or concurrency issues? Well, I think that's actually a good question. Yes. So interesting. We could try to specify that in the prompt, but I'm not sure the LLM is going to follow that. I think that maybe the only thing we can do is to run some manual checks, Or there are plugins that you can use right in the IDE, like SonarLints or Digma. This one's for IntelliJ. Maybe we could integrate the checks in between running the prompts. There's like Johannes does, right? So he runs one prompt and then checks the code, and then that's when some tool is going to be triggered, right? So that we don't generate the whole project in bulk and then just gasp at like a million of issues that we find, but do that incrementally, right? What do you think, Johannes?
Yeah, we can do that. I'm not really sure what's meant by that. So if there are performance issues in the application, right? So if the AI is
So
programming in some
exactly.
concurrency issues, I don't think we are there yet, because we can't even use those classes, right? They are not used in any way. We don't have a API endpoint, and we don't have any UI. But
Exactly. So
if we get there, we can check if there are any issues that we see. Right?
Yeah, I think again in between. So when some tests are ready, maybe or well, the Digma AI, no, it runs the code. You have to run the code and then it observes it. Sonar actually can pinpoint some problems while you write the code, but not the n+1 ones, only the maybe like unused variable or something like that. So yeah, I would say that we wait for some tests to be generated, or for the UI to be ready, or something, right, to be ready, and then in this at this stage we integrate the checks. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just write that down so I'll not forget. Okay, and this one tests the Euclidean distance, and as I'm sure you already have calculated in your head, that's perfectly fine. I don't know. We'll see, because it should run all these tests already.
Yeah, mine is still writing away.
Yeah, that's
so I'm
good.
just sipping my tea. That's
Yours
perfect.
not even testing yet, right?
It does. Well, it tries to compile the application, the build fails, and then it solves that issue. Basically, it does everything that I do on a regular basis, just much faster.
All right. Oh, cool. So it says we can do prompt 2, just because I had that as a first headline. Okay, so what it says, it works, and we can check that by simply using. One second. Is that? Yeah, we have that Maven wrapper. That's what it's called, and we can then say just clean and install, right?
Yeah.
Is that it? I think so. Yeah, it's the PowerShell. Yeah. But it's basically what it already did up there somewhere. And we cannot check anything else right now. Yeah. Oh, but it didn't even work. Oh, okay. So release version 25 is not supported. I probably have the wrong JDK set. But why does this work then? So it's changing my environment variables. Okay.
Is it supposed to do that, to actually change Did you give the permission?
But I love to live dangerously, so
Yeah.
I of course activated that experimental mode. But anyway, I have to check my variables and change them. Otherwise, Java 25 is too advanced for me. That's
which Java do you use regularly? Actually, which version?
I usually use the version from IntelliJ. So I install it with IntelliJ, and I don't even know what is defined in the environment path.
You do like to live on the edge.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Well, I'm using Liberica GDK, of course, right? And actually, that's a nice choice because we're building a Spring Boot project, and Liberica is recommended by Spring, and by the way, used by default in Spring Package build packs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So we've got you covered, folks. All right. Okay, mine is trying to. Yeah, I should have enabled maybe this feature as well because I'm really sick and tired of clicking allow all the time.
Right?
Yeah, you were right. You were right.
But you can do that in a safer environment. You can say allow all these commands that start with Maven or that, I don't know, just rename files, stuff like that. So you can have it much more safer.
Could be, yeah. A good idea. Right.
I'm still using the old version. Why?
Okay. What do we have?
You can share your screen while I'm
yeah, why not? Why not?
trying.
Just okay, percent. Share screen window. Okay. Right, so you can see that it's asking me whether it's allowed to run the command. So yeah, it's it has created Docker controller test. Oh, it's already on the test.
Catherine, you didn't add
again.
your
Again?
Gosh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Gosh. Okay, I need a second monitor. Actually, I have this one. All right, so yeah, what we can see here is that it has already created the views, the classes, and now it's generating the tests and running the tests. Yeah, which is kind of fast. I mean, when have we started? Like 10 minutes ago, or I don't know. It's really fast.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the demo is simple, but anyway, it's cool. Well, we'll see about that. I mean, we don't know yet how good the code is. Okay, again, right? So I need to click allow. But actually, yeah, you can enable this experimental option. But okay, I'll leave it as is for this case. That's going to be the lesson. That's going to teach me a lesson. Yeah.
Okay. So I think I've got it.
Okay.
Nope. I have to restart my Visual Studio Code.
Oh, that's okay.
Because otherwise the environment variable isn't.
Yeah, it's not set. Yeah. Right. So what do we have here? I actually don't really rarely work in Visual Studio Code. My preferred IDE is IntelliJ, and I'm so used to that.
Yeah. Me too. That's why I didn't even think of that. Because it's so comfortable to just click the JDK you want to use in the UI, and then you're done.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Again, we're running some tests.
Finally, I've got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just have to zoom in a bit. And
so yeah, it's not allowed to remove files automatically, so we have to allow that.
yeah.
Right. Okay, so I can stop.
That's one good thing.
Yeah. You've heard about this incident at AWS when they had like the major incident when the AI system that they were using has decided that it's better to just delete and recreate the whole environment.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No, I didn't hear of that. I'm
it's
sorry.
all over the news. I mean, this is so weird. I mean, yeah.
Now it's saying Java home environment variable is not defined. That's a lie. If I run Java version, it's working.
Yeah, so for those of you who has just joined us, yeah, we have a couple of questions. So what exactly are we building? So for those of you, Johannes is still struggling with Visual Studio Code, but we have this pause. Just let me briefly repeat what we are actually building, right? So we have this healthcare application that we want to craft. That's a Spring Boot application with Vaadin as the front end framework. And what we that's the README. Yeah. So we are going to use the Flyway, the PostgreSQL, JPA as containers. And so we need to build the AI assistant for triaging the patient symptoms. So the idea is that the user enters the symptoms as the free text, absolutely free flowing, right? Then OpenAI, it's passed to OpenAI, it predicts the illnesses, possible illnesses. The user selects the illness. Then the OpenAI generates the medical advice and finds the specialist from the database that we have. So we have the database with specialists and their location. So AI chooses the ones that are closer to the user, and yeah, also tests to provide the performance benchmarks as part of the testing. But that's basically the idea of the application to triage the patient symptoms. That's, yeah, basically it. And we are using a lot of quality checks for the AI generated code, right? So we are checking for vulnerabilities, for security vulnerabilities, for outdated dependencies, for weird base images in the Docker file, for bugs in the code, and possible flaws that can lead to attacks. So that's kind of the idea. All right, Johannes, so how are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. It's looking good. So if you could add my screen to the stage again, then everybody can look at this marvelous output. Yeah, so basically I just configured the environment variables to the right Java version. And now it's Maven clean installing all the stuff that is needed. And hopefully it will just exit with exit code 0 and be happy with it.
Cool. And mine has told me that all the unit tests pass, and now it's building and verifying the entire application. Right.
Okay. So it's still building. All right. We have our build success. We looked through the code already. So I will just call this stage number 1. What was the name? Prompt number 1. Let's keep this one. Prompt. All right. And we can move on to prompt number 2.
Cool.
I will select it.
How many prompts are there?
I think about 5.
Mm-hmm.
How many are there? 6. Sorry. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
there are 6 prompts. I will just send this up, and we can look at the prompt. Okay, so this is the OpenAI integration. Oh, I'm really excited for this one as well, because Catherine and I both set the environment variables correctly, hopefully. And I didn't test it beforehand. So I hope my API key is still valid. But
Yeah.
we'll find out. Okay. The tasks here are to create the symptom analysis service. So this one calls the OpenAI using Spring AI, which we discussed in our other video, where we have our fight Spring AI against LangChain4j.
Oh, by the way, mine has told me that it's already it's ready. I'm going to show it to you, and it prints the model at the end. It's and mine was using Claude Haiku 4.5.
We can. Let's see. This is. Yeah. Okay. I don't have the history. Should have the. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay. So I'm using Codex.
Codex. So so we have the question: what AI model are we using?
Yeah.
All right, so we are using GitHub Copilot as our AI assistant. The application itself calls OpenAI, and the Copilot chooses the model automatically. So we don't know which we didn't know in the beginning which one it chose. Mine chose Claude Haiku. I have never heard about Haiku, but okay.
Haiku is the really cheap one.
Yeah.
Okay. If we go to that one, no. Here we go. So Haiku is the one that costs 0.33 times a premium request. And you get a 10% discount on this one, so it should be almost exactly 0.3. That's amazing. Because I saw that here in this one, Codex usually takes one premium token, but it only calculated 0.9. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let's move through that prompt number 2.
Okay.
So it is using a classification style prompt to get to find out what the illness is. What a possible illness is. It will return 5 illnesses in a certain JSON structure. Pass that into a Java object. Does not store that in the database. And the advisor service, that's the second one. It gets an illness, and then it will generate a short medical advice. So I'm really suggesting that you not use this service for any actual emergency or any illness, but it's just a fun example, right?
Actually, I sometimes ask ChatGPT for some psychological advice. I know I shouldn't do that, but I mean, isn't that the same? You come to the shrink and then cry yourself out, and then he or she says that how good you are and how cruel your childhood was and stuff like that. ChatGPT can do that for free. I mean,
that's true, and that's a whole other subject, and I find that interesting too. So weirdly, people are much more open a lot of times with AI than with other humans, right?
Yes.
Even though they don't know where the data lands.
But we are naive. We always want to believe that things going to be fine.
Probably. So, all right, back to the problem at hand. the behavior, it will generate a short medical advice, return bullet list format, and also will have no persistence of this. And the requirements are use clean DTOs. Well, that's always a requirement, I think. Proper JSON parsing, yes. Handle invalid AI responses. Yes, that will be interesting. What's that about? And then it will write unit tests with JSON parsing, and do not implement UI or REST controllers yet. All right, that should be fair enough. And it already is done. That is pretty cool. So I'll run this clean instant while we can look at the generated code.
Cool.
Yes, it did create a very short DTO. As a record, that's always great. I love these records.
Oh yeah, me too. Records are fabulous.
It created a Spring service.
What do you think, Johannes? Maybe I should show briefly the code and then just commit it so that the pipeline already runs. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So I'll just squeeze myself into that for a second. I'm sorry. Right. Okay. So just briefly. Okay. So mine is done. Right, everything is ready. The application is production ready and can be deployed immediately using Docker or run locally.
Sorry, Catherine, are you explaining your screen again?
Shoot. God, I have to put a banner in front of myself. Catherine, don't forget to share a screen. God. Terrible. Right. Okay, so yeah, but again, this is a very, very presumptuous statement that it is production ready, it can be deployed immediately. Oh, we'll see about that. All right, and so if we run, okay, I can just remove the chat, I think, yeah. If we run git status, we can see that there is the pom.xml was modified. It deleted some tests. I deleted my tests. It deleted my tests. Okay, this pipeline
it moved them. I'm sure it moved them. Oh no, these were empty tests.
Yeah, right? But they made the pipeline work. Okay, never mind. We have that in the main branch. So, all right. So, and it's created some packages, right? Directors. Sorry. API, device controller, doctor controller, controllers, entity doctor. So what we have here, well, looks innocent enough. Yeah. It's using entity table. It's not using the toString, right? The models, right? And the views. Okay, so the code is there, but we cannot evaluate that just by looking at that, right? So I'm going to push this whole stuff into the pipeline and we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. Johannes, I am adding you to the stage again. Okay. Right.
Okay. So we are back at step 2 here. Yeah, advice service. So it is generating advice for one illness. The user prompt is provide short and general self-care guidance for the input illness. Return only a plain bullet list.
Yeah. So we have the question from the audience. So are we just going to return the JSON as output for just one prompt and one response? Or we'll use WebSockets for back and forth chat? Well,
yes.
Yeah.
That will be interesting. Okay. Because as we mentioned before in this master prompt, we want to have one application with a Vaadin front end. But I guess the AI decided we should also have some API endpoints so that it can test some functionality. So it will probably have both. It will have a Vardian UI and some API endpoints. How they are structured, we do not know yet, and we didn't specify that very specific. So we'll see how that goes. But for this prompt, there should be 3 or 5 bullets. So we'll send in 1 illness, and we'll get 5 bullet points.
Yep.
All right. Every line must start with this one. To be concise, do not add title. So this does not, we have a different service, the symptom analysis service. That one does JSON parsing from the LLM. I'm excited about this one. So this one is just spitting out bullet points. Normalize bullet points. Okay, it does something with the points. Yeah, all right. I don't care that much for that. Anybody wants to see that, it's in the repository, or it will be. Symptom analysis response parser. Okay, so we'll first go to the service, and what that does is it gets symptoms as an input and returns Java objects as illness prediction DTOs. If there are no symptoms, the list is empty, but otherwise, okay, it specifies that JSON in the text. So there is a functionality, I think in Spring AI as well, right? Where you can say, okay, this is the prompt and I want a response in this Java object.
Yeah.
And that will actually add this format under the hood. How do you say that in English?
How do you say that in German?
Unter der Haube. Well, it will do that without you manually having to add
Yeah,
this.
that's a very nice feature. I recently integrated that into my demo. So you can basically parse JSON into the Java object and vice versa. That's very convenient.
And I'm not sure how consistent that is, but I'm pretty sure it's a good way to use JSON.
That depends. That depends on how good the prompt is for actually parsing that. I've checked that, and that had to be like super detailed, super strict on what it can do, and of course, all the checks should be there in place. Like if there's no field, then just put null or something like that. Yeah.
But I'll always try to use these features. If there are these features, then you can use them. And if you really don't like them, then you can derive your own solution. But in this case, I would definitely try this Spring AI feature. Anyways.
Yeah.
What it should do is pass this response, and that will be interesting. So it creates an object mapper. Jackson object mapper, and it will pass this one, the raw response, the raw string, put it into a JSON node, and then just try to parse it. It will see that only a certain amount of results are in, and then parse the prediction again. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's just really, really careful to have for the JSON to have all these parameters. But I think we can't go through all that code. I just noticed, right? We are already 1 and a quarter hour in. So if we go on with that speed, we'll never get through the findings, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So because then you have to push and then wait a bit for all the checks to run. And I actually thought that maybe there is a chance that the checks will actually fail. And have to do
But they
something.
don't so far?
No,
But
it's working. It's just it's busy doing stuff. So
all right.
oh, the checks have passed. Oh. Yes,
Great.
thank you.
Cool.
Now I will get my reports filled with bugs and stuff, but the checks are ready and the code is pushed. Oh,
All right.
the debug logs
Okay.
are
So
on my side today. Yeah, so
this one wrote some tests for the symptom analysis parser, and it's just checking the parsing, not the connection to OpenAI or anything like that. So that's perfectly fine, I think. We'll commit this. I can publish that right now, and we can move on, right?
yeah.
Let's use prompt number 3. That is quite short. What will it do? The REST API layer. All right. That's where it gets interesting. Catherine, what I just realized, we are using geolocation from Vaadin. So we have to be careful in this live demo. Maybe not to click on that, because otherwise your exact location might leak, because this is the browser location is really exact.
Well, actually, I'm using always. I'm paranoid, and by default, I always use VPN.
Ah, perfect.
Whenever
right.
wherever I am in the world, so I'm safe here. But you, Johannes, you have to be careful.
Yeah, I have to be careful. Okay. Okay, it will have some endpoints. Analyze symptoms. So it will call that service, and it will also. So we'll give him in some symptoms in a free text form, and it will respond with a maximum of 5 illnesses. So that's how the API should work. Advice, yeah, we want to have some advice. Did we? Do we already have the advice? Yes. Oh, we have the advice service. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, app log, app as bomb, JaCoCo reports, PMD reports, SpotBugs reports, so many reports. Yeah, Johannes, I didn't add them all to one zip file, so we'll have to
But you have time to download and unzip them all.
Yep.
And while we look at your reports, I can unzip them. All these files.
Yeah. But actually, that's good that they're all separately, so we can see that they are indeed generated. And
yeah.
All right.
Well, basically, we can skip. Do we have to show all the steps?
I don't think so. So we showed the concept, right? So there are steps, and then you check and then verify. So we can speed up.
Yeah. So basically, we can iterate like that, and we'll get already pretty good quality and quality control. So we'll read all the code, and we'll find out if that works and if the code is to our liking or not. But of course, since Catherine didn't read any code, she will have to rely on all these quality assurance tools, and we can look at those right now, right?
Yep. Yeah. So I'm just downloading them. Okay. Let me just put them in one folder. Checks. Right.
While we wait, Catherine.
Yeah.
Did you notice that cool shirt?
Which one? Where? Oh, yeah. Wow. JaCoCo shirt. Oh.
Yeah. Do you know what that is in reference to?
In reference to
it's Tron.
Which one? Sorry.
Tron, the movie. Well, there are 3
Oh,
movies
the
now.
Tron, the movie. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm so excited about this. So the JCon this year will, at least the shirts, will
Wait
be
a second.
Tron
How
themed.
did you already get the shirt?
Well, I have my connections.
Connections. We like Germans say, vitamin B. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Beziehungen.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's really cool. So this year also, so this is the my favorite shirt so far from JCon, and you can buy those now. So the JCon team made it possible so you can buy a single shirt. You don't have to buy a ticket and then get a shirt for it.
Cool. That's
So that's
cool.
pretty cool.
And we have the question: how many years of experience do we have with Java and Spring Boot? Well, me about 5 years, and you, Johannes?
Yeah, the same. I think Java was like 6 or 7 years now, but with Spring, it's 5 years.
And did you? What language did you start with? Not Java?
No, I actually started with .NET, Visual Basic .NET.
Oh.
Yeah, but when I switched to XF, then I started with Java. But I had Java in my study as well, in university. Yeah.
I think everybody studies Java at the university, right? At some point,
Yeah.
because it's so good. It's
Because
great
it's so
language for-
universal.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
great.
Yeah, we love Java. Go Java. I mean, it's 30 years and it's thriving. I mean, and it's there and it's going to stay there. Java is going to be there forever with COBOL
Yeah, I think so.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And you
Okay,
see how the like in the beginning of this whole AI stuff, Python was I think the number one language for it. But it's, as far as I can tell, it's really shifting now over to Java. So
yeah,
you can
so
basically do anything in Java as well.
it's amazing, and I love that actually. So Java gives you type safety. Java gives you all the guardrails, and Java is a great language for AI. It turned out, and then there is the new project by the creator of Spring, which is called Embable. So it lets you build agentic workflows completely in Java on Java, but with all the type safety in place. One day we will stream about that maybe as well. We could do the battle between the Embable and manual workflow, but that's amazing.
Manual agenting.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Okay, right. So I'm almost done with unpacking.
So you're still unzipping
the hundreds
files?
of zips.
All right.
I think I'll create one zip with all the reports,
is gone. I'm not sure.
somehow to add all the reports into one file, maybe, so that we could see right away what's wrong and what's not. Right.
I didn't get your first sentence or something. You wanted to think about. No, it wasn't the mic. I think the connection was bad.
Oh, maybe. Or do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I think it would be nice to actually enhance this GitHub Actions file in such a way so that we don't simply create the zip archive with all the reports, but actually put all the reports into one file where we could see the results clearly, so to say, if it's possible. Even I have to research into that.
Maybe we have to. Maybe that would be a nice little project to create, like actually a GitHub action that you can execute, and it creates a nice GitHub page where all the information is.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I'll
right?
look into that. Yeah, this would be nice. Yeah, contribution. All right, so I am going to share my screen, and I think I'll have to share the entire screen. Okay, because there are lots of folders, and I'm putting that to the stage right away.
Okay, but now we see ourselves.
Yeah. I know. Just let me
Okay.
do it in some nice fashion. All right. So, do you see my folder with the checks? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So let's see what we have here. The application log. We don't need that. Let's start with JaCoCo reports.
Oh, yes, that's a nice
Lots
HTML
of
file.
HTML. Yeah, we are looking for
Yeah.
HTML. Okay, so here it is. So what do we have here?
Oh.
Well,
11% coverage.
Nice. Cool.
Well, not really.
Very reliable production ready code. Yeah. Tested. Battle tested. So, okay. Well,
but I mean, all this view code is not tested, and I think that's a really in some projects we also have these integration tests where we test the UI, but these are really expensive. First of all, they are expensive to write because you have to really click from item to item. And then they are really expensive to execute as well.
Oh,
so, I can understand that this was left out.
Yeah, but still 11%, that's...
But still, 11% is not a lot.
Yeah, that's not much. All right, let's go further. What do we have? PMD reports, XML. Hopefully we can see the data clearly. No? Okay, it's right.
Okay.
So what do we have here?
Only one violation.
That's... well, I expected worse.
Well,
Right.
I don't know what the default configuration is of PMD.
Oh, yeah.
But I know that we have some kind of custom PMD file that is already checked by our experts. What's good and what's bad, basically.
Well, yeah. Of course, in production, you should write custom rules for your specific use case. Yeah. So, but here we have only one problem: unused import, which is just neglectable, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's nice.
That's great.
That's nice. Okay, let's go further. Oops.
I'll write that down right now. So PMD, one violation, and in JaCoCo we had 10%.
Yeah, 11%.
11. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Next one, SpotBugs, XML. Oh, huge file. Okay, how do I... we really need
these are
something.
Not problems necessarily, right?
I have no idea. No, it's just listing the jar files. Bug instance. Oh, I think we have to search through that for the bug instance. That's not very convenient, right? We have to... there's no actually summary, I think. Oh, bug collection. Okay, let me just do it like that. Right. Yeah, so it's just expanded all the bugs in details, and it doesn't provide the summary of the bugs, which is not nice. I think we could enhance that. I'll look into that. All right. But you can see now, you can see my screen, and you can see that there are just tons of bugs.
Of possible bugs, right?
Malicious code. Possible, yeah. So
dodgy code.
Malicious code, bad
practice. In SonarQube, there's always these code smells.
Oh, yeah, code smell. Yeah, my code... well, my code is not really that smelly anymore because of Sonar. Yeah. All right. There's so many of them. Okay, but code. Summary.
Code, okay.
Maybe find box summary. Maybe that's the one we are looking for.
All right.
No? I don't know.
That could be.
Total size, clock seconds, number of packages. Total box 26. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's a number.
Yeah, that's the number. 26 bucks. Just write it down. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. What do we have then? The Trivy as bomb scan results. Okay, vulnerabilities.
Vulnerabilities, right?
Three vulnerabilities.
All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's the Trivy.
3 vulnerabilities. Trivy. And then the final one, the Zap reports, HTML, MD, JSON. Oh, nice. Ooh. Так. Sorry. The summary of alerts: medium 2, low 6, informational 4, and no high, which is basically a good thing, I guess. So what do we have here? So content security policy header not set, missing anti-click jacking header, cookies without same site attribute, cross-origin permission policy header. Well, it's not that bad.
Yeah, but that's really cool. So does it checks localhost 8080, and that's where Vaadin is running, right?
Yeah.
It's not where the API is located.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's where our application runs on 88.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's okay. I actually expected worse. Johannes, what do you have there at your place? Okay.
Oh, well, prompt number 3 just ran through. So
right.
It really took a while, not just to run through, but the Maven building. Yeah. I'll just share the screen so viewers are not just looking into the void or in our faces. Can you add my screen again?
Oh, so, yeah. Now I forget to add your screen.
Okay. Prompt number 4. Just before I execute this, I'll commit these changes. What was that? Prompt number 3. Am I ready? What? No. Oh, it added something. Spring Boot starter test and web MVC test. Okay. Cool. And then we move on. So if I push this and go to our code, are the actions running on any branch? Single prompt demo.
Let me check.
They are all only running if you're doing a pull request?
Yeah, so you have to do the pull request, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're running 4 minutes. Okay, that's all right. It doesn't make sense if I do the pull request now, right? Because it's a half done application.
Yeah. Well, but you can just how much time do you think you need for the rest of the app?
I don't know. We are at number 4, which does all the views.
Okay.
I really don't know how long it takes. But I can, after this one, or during this one, I can switch to Haiku. So it will be a bit faster, at least with the writing of the code.
Yeah. Oh, and I will check the Docker file. So I was meaning to check the Docker file. And
Yeah, and you could just run the application, right? And test
yeah, I
that out.
could.
We don't
Yeah.
even know how that looks.
Yeah, by the way. Okay, that would be nice, but let me just check. Okay, it's using Eclipse Xamarin 25 as a builder.
Can you share your screen? That would be interesting, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay, present, share screen. So I'll have to remove yours. This one.
I will tell you if I see a screen.
And you don't, judging by your silence.
All right.
Okay, now I've lost my tab. Oh yeah, here it is. All right, so what it used in the Docker file, Eclipse Xamarin 25. I'm not surprised, although I'm of course upset. Yeah. We're copying separately the Maven wrapper, pom.xml, then the source code. Then we're building the application. Why does it need the permissions for that? That's weird. Interesting. Never actually used that.
Yeah, because you're not. Are you using an image with Maven installed? Yeah. It's in line 4. There's Maven. So I don't think you even need that Maven wrapper.
Yeah.
And if you don't need the Maven wrapper, then you don't need to make it executable.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, that's well, you can actually use the Dockerfile linter. There's a separate tool for that to check the quality of the Docker file. But anyway, okay, we are building the package. We are building the application. Then we are using multi-stage. It's already good. It's using multi-stage. The second stage using Eclipse Xamarin JRE, which is what we are supposed to be using as the final image, because we don't need the full JDK to run. And it's using the Xamarin based on Alpine. Alpine, if you know about that, it's the lightweight Linux distribution for containers. There's also, by the way, Alpaquita, a little bit of advertising here. 5 seconds, bear with me. Oh, actually, yeah, we have our own containers, hardened container images, and stream container images with Liberica JDK and Alpaquita Linux. Alpaquita Linux was first inspired by Alpine, and then we just our aim was to close all the gaps that are there in Alpine, because, for example, Alpine has only the muscle library C implementation, C library implementation, and a muscle, the default muscle, sometimes can impact the performance of your Java application in some use cases in a bad way. And we have refined the muscle. We have muscle perf, and it has the performance equal to glibc or superior to that. And we have 2 versions, with glibc and with muscle. So if you are afraid for compatibility issues, you can choose between them, and you can choose the familiar ecosystem. And then Alpine only offers community support. So if you have some bug or an issue, you file a report and then wait for some time, because there's no SLA for patches or fixes. And we provide optional commercial support if you need that. And we also have hardened container images. But this thingy is, well, that calls for a separate talk. So hardened container images. Johannes, by the way, have you heard about hardened container images? Not necessarily BellSoft, but just this phrase, hardened container images.
I only heard that from you, to be honest.
Great. Awesome. That's actually the new trend in containerization, hardened images, and maybe even the new security standard. So there are several vendors who provide them: BellSoft, ChainGuard, Docker. So hardened container images are super minimal. They are not necessarily distro-less, but they are minimal, only sessional packages. They have low to zero CVs by default. So they're built like super clean, super secure, immutable component set, no package manager, sometimes no shell, even, but that depends on the image type, so that you get the immutable components and minimize the attack surface in production. And these images come with inbuilt provenance data, so SBOM and digital signature, so that you can use this SBOM to run the scanners against that, and digital signature to verify that this is exactly the image that you have chosen, that this is the image from the verified publisher.
Okay.
So yeah,
so
hardened
that's what really makes it hardened, like the SBOM.
Yeah, so there are a couple of factors. So immutable component set, low to zero CVEs, and they are continuously patched. So if whenever there is a patch ready for some known CVE, then the vendor updates the image, so the images stay clean, right? It's not something that's it's just one-time thing.
And the
And
images are free as well, right?
Yeah,
Just the support is
yeah, so
commercial.
the images, most vendors have free images. We have free images. They're open source. You can just go to Docker Hub and pull them already, like hardened container images by BellSoft. Docker Hub also has free images. ChainGuard, only some of them. I'm not quite sure which are. There's a wide selection. And basically, yeah, you pay for support. You pay for SLA for patches. Right, so whenever you have the CVE, and if you have commercial support, you can come to the vendor and say, we need this patch, like based on the SLA, and you get the patch. But yeah, open source are just as good. If you don't need commercial support, if you just use this as a base image, the hardened image, then you're already golden in a way. So yeah,
Sounds good.
Yeah, right. So that was like a minute of advertising. I hope you already all had time to go grab a cup of coffee or like we all do when there's the advertising. Okay, so set environmental variables. Right. Why should it actually set the variables separately in the Docker file? Because I'm not quite sure whether it's necessary, because we have that all in the properties file, in the Docker Compose file. I'm not quite sure. Health
I'm
check.
not sure.
Yeah, health checks also. Well, I think it is necessary for the application per se, but we have the compose file, and there's the health check already present, and then there's the entry point. Well, it's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. I expected worse. Again, but I just don't trust AI.
But now comes the big question, right? Does it run? Because it can look nice, but if it doesn't run, then it's
bad so
anyway.
let me share my screen again. Okay, so we have that stuff here. Right. Just a second. Let me share it again. And you, Johannes, you should be busy with writing your application to the end.
Yes, true. That didn't work out as you expected. No, it's really, I'm on step 5 now, prompt 5.
Oh, good. We're already almost there, yeah?
Iterating through running the application, having some errors, and then changing things, and then it runs again.
Okay. Right.
Yes. I can see myself in a very low quality way.
We all are. That's the evening. That's Thursday. We're all low quality.
No, really,
okay.
we are not. But
can you see my ID?
Yes, the terminal and ID. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's run. Okay. Okay. It is starting. It is starting. Okay,
And
fingers
now we
crossed.
don't see anything anymore.
Maybe. Okay, do you see the window healthcare assistant?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so here it is. It opened.
Wow, that looks bad.
Yeah.
That does not look like a Vaadin application.
No, it looks
What's
like
going on?
somebody's home project. Like, when children
Yeah, from
come
10 years ago.
yeah. Like children come to you when they're at school and say, "Dad, we need to build a small person out of acorns and stuff like that." Do you do that at school, Jeremy? Right. Okay, so let's test it. What kind of symptoms are we entering? Okay, fatigue,
Coughing.
nausea, head spinning in the morning. So I'm actually entering my real symptoms because I have
Oh no.
no, yeah, I have iron deficiency. That's okay. Many girls do, but I'm curious whether it's going to detect that or not. Fatigue, nausea, head spinning in the morning, sleepy all the time, paleness. I don't know, blemish. Okay, I think that's okay. Analyze symptoms. Error. The template string is not valid. What? Okay, it's not. What does it mean? The template string is not valid. Do you
Yeah.
have anything in the error? What illness name came as a complete surprise to me? What is going on?
That's such a funny
That
message. Came as a
is
complete surprise to
the
me.
most mysterious error message I have ever seen in my life.
It's a template renderer. Are we not on the Vaadin path, but on some template?
No idea. Where are we actually? We're running the application. So that's our view, our main view.
But can you check the terminal output when you booted up the application?
You mean try to insert the symptoms again, or?
No, just scroll up on your terminal.
Okay. How much further? Okay.
Okay, Spring. All right, here we go. And then it's using Java. Okay, with one repository. Okay, can you scroll down? Java files. Now it's connecting to the database. Good as well. All right.
Okay.
So now we have some schema. Okay, we have our flyway.
Okay.
Oh no. Not sure what that is. It's connecting again, right?
Yeah. It's just should debate the class path is enabled by default. Well, that's kind of the usual law.
Yeah. I was waiting for something like it says on which port it's listening, but it's only
Yeah.
It's only using port 8080 probably.
Yeah, mapping path while in push would start. Not quite sure.
Maybe we can take a look at some view, like the illness selection view. That's where you want it to be.
Yeah. All right. So we have illness selection view, which is the illness selection. We are
Okay.
symptoms.
Where?
We're symptoms, so that's our first endpoint. We have to enter the symptoms to go to the illness selection. But let's
is
check
that
the
the
illness
root?
selection. Yeah, so let's just
Maybe we are not on a Vaadin.
I'm not quite sure. So it doesn't show any illnesses. So there's something weird with logging. So there's not enough logging, and then we get this mysterious error message that tells us absolutely nothing. Yeah. All right, so we can see that the application is not working properly, as we expected at least. All right. Writing's developer mode, so that's okay. Tomcat start on port 8080, that's also okay. Application running at localhost 8080, it's also okay. And we have this weird illness message. Okay. Right. Well, so much for the wipe coding. I mean, we have the unworking application, basically. How did that run it? I mean, it's starting the application, it's checking that it's running, and then says everything's fine. So how did you check that? I don't know.
Well, it is running. Just if you input anything, it doesn't do what we expect it to do.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah, basically.
Great. Well, that's the result, folks. I mean, we have some neat reports. Some of them are better, some of them are worse. But the end result is that the application is actually not working as expected.
Let's go through the. Let's go to the main view. We didn't look for that yet.
Yeah, sure.
Well, because we have time anyways, right?
Yeah.
But I am at prompt number 6, so we are nearing the end.
All right. So okay, so healthcare assistant main view. Let's see. Is my browser tab open? Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So much for the main view, right?
Can you try to input just one symptom?
Okay. Headache. Okay. It's general. I mean, sleepiness. Sleepiness. Is that even the symptom?
We should, one word.
Error analyzing symptoms. Template string
it's
is not
the wrong
valid.
symptom.
Okay. All right. Headache. No, there's something wrong with the template rendering. I don't know.
Oh man.
And we still have this very
in the resources folder, there is a folder called static and templates. What's that about? No, not in the
resources. All right. Resources, static, template. Yes. Oh, templates. Yeah. Oh, there's nothing. There's nice.
So I'm not getting over the fact that it looks so bad, because if you're using Vaadin in the default form, it looks pretty nice without you doing anything.
Yeah, by the way,
that's what we have here is really bad. So I'm guessing the CSS is not working as well.
Maybe not. What do we have
that
here?
With my
layouts. Usually I put these CSS files into a separate folder, so it's I'm not quite sure if it's even there.
Yeah. Okay. What about the target folder?
Let's see. Right. Generated sources, classes, test classes, Vaadin dev server settings. Maybe that's what we need?
Yeah.
No.
I think so.
Tab launch. What's that? No idea what's that. Jar file. No. Okay. That's odd.
Yeah.
Service model control test. The tests are passing, by the way. So the problem is in the front end. So there's something wrong with the front end.
Yeah. And we don't have any tests for that. And that's
No.
really in my reality, in my practical projects, this is the problem a lot of times. Either the problem is with the UI or the database. It's rarely in between them. And the easiest tests are for the domain logic, I think, because that's where you have most control without any external dependencies. But then the database tests are the first step into more test coverage and more expensive test coverage. And then the second step is really the last step is the UI tests. But they are really, really useful in my experience.
Yeah. There's the symptoms view, right? That's what we have. It has to pass something somewhere. Analyzing symptoms. Message. If present, navigate. Navigation is there. But in session. But it's actually, oh no, it should be calling the service. Symptom analysis service. And where does it call it? Yeah, here. So analyze symptoms. Okay, I don't understand. It looks okay, but somehow it's broken. Right. Yeah. So the result is that you are left with the application that you will have to debug for some time, because yeah.
While we are still here, you could ask the AI to fix that error.
All right.
And see what comes of it. And I'm on step 6 now, and I pushed my step 5 and created a pull request. So the action should be active now, because step 6 is performance and Docker. And we don't necessarily need this for our test coverage and all these quality assurance tools.
All right, so I'm asking the AI to fix that problem. Entering the symptoms. Symptom view. Right. Okay. Right. So, Johannes, I have put you onto this stage, so be careful with what you're doing out there. If you're looking at nasty pictures.
Thanks. All right.
Right. Oh, you already have everything you needed, yeah?
Yeah, it's not completely done, but almost.
Oh, cool.
So.
Oh, cool.
I'll extract everything. Okay, I downloaded the JaCoCo stuff, the test results, SpotBugs, PMD, and then I did not download the app SBOM and the Trivy SBOM, and this SAP baseline takes a little while.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Zap well, because the application starts and Zap analyzes the running application, and by default it takes 1 minute to observe the app. So that's at least. I'm not quite sure if it's configurable, but that's the default, 1 minute. Right.
All right. I'm not sure if that was a good idea, but I just unzipped it all in this file. So let's go through it. Let's start with the JaCoCo. I think is that JaCoCo? Okay. I have to unzip that one at a time. So zip, yes. Okay. This is JaCoCo with the target site JaCoCo. And then probably see nothing. Yes. Okay. Haha. All right. My first win. So we have a test coverage of 32%, but also we don't have anything for the few.
Yeah,
so
but
0% here.
Yeah, but still there.
Hey, yeah. So I'll write that down really quickly, just to compare it later on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back here. So the next one was PMD. Here we go. PMD report. Oh no. Can I drag and drop this? Yes. There is nothing. Okay. With you, it was 1 violation. I have 0. Okay.
Which is great. Another. Oh, that sounded so Eastern European, which is great. I mean, that's another win for you.
All right. Next one was SpotBugs. You had 26 bugs.
Yep.
Let's take a look at this one. Right. We already learned that this is all unnecessary.
Yeah,
look for
what was that called?
Summary.
Summary.
Yeah, here we go. And this will be interesting. Total bugs 70.
70?
17. So you had 26.
Yeah. All right. So, another win for you.
Another win. Great. And then we had Trivy.
Yep.
Yes, here we go. Oh, that was a JSON. Well, you had a really nice Quell text formatierung. Okay, so it's formatting this one, but it should format it, but it does not.
Yeah. And there's a summary somewhere.
Is there a summary? I think you just had a really nice view of it.
Yeah. Wait a sec. So what did I have? Trivy as bomb JSON. Well, maybe because I have the JSON beautifier. So because of that, look for results and vulnerabilities. Anyway, you need to look for the vulnerabilities key.
Give me 1 second. I think if I put it here, then it will check that this is JSON, and but it doesn't give me any options to minimize that. Okay, what did you say? I
Look for
just
vulnerabilities. Key.
let's just do this one and see. Okay, I have 3.
3. Oh, just like me. So we are.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay, so that's a draw. That's a first.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And the last one was the ZAP, and I was not able to download that yet, but it ran through. So I can download this one.
Okay.
What was that? The scan or the report?
Report. Report. Was
Give me 1 second. Report, you said. All right. Let's unzip that here. And this will be the last one. All right. Okay. You had 2 medium and 6 low, and I have 2 medium and 6 low. So that's a draw as well.
Draw. Oh, cool.
I didn't even count the informational. I think you had more informational, but that's
yeah, but that's
besides the point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. That is pretty nice. All right.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah, that is my perfectly formatted conclusion. So you had 11% coverage, I had 32, 1 PMD violation, which is already almost nothing, but I had none. SpotBugs, you had 26, I had 17. Trivy vulnerabilities, we both had 3, and with the SEP medium, with the SEP, we both had the same results as well.
Okay.
Great.
Great. So
at least for me.
yeah. Well, that's nice.
No.
That's nice to see. Right. So can you run your application?
Yeah, I can at least try. So this one is done as well. I'll quickly do this as well. Oh, it ran a performance test and then gave me some output. Okay, I can look at that later. Let's commit those. And yeah. Okay. So we have to run Maven Spring. What was it? Spring Boot run. Ah, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe a clean. Not sure. Ready to use immediately. So it's pretty sure of itself as well.
Yes, very self-confident. I need to borrow some of that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too. Okay, it built fine. Now it's starting. Oh, by the way, did you start Docker Compose up, or did you just execute
yeah, I started it beforehand, like even before the session. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'll try that. Docker Compose up and build this image. Oh, we didn't look at that one.
Yeah, look
Maybe
at that.
this one will use Liberica. No.
I doubt that.
And I think somewhere I read in our agents MD or something that it should use the wrapper. And I think that's why it's using this in the Docker file as well. But otherwise, it looks pretty much the same.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Maybe that's just something that AIs are trained on.
Okay.
Okay.
But it has to download all that these Maven dependencies again, because it can't use the one I already downloaded.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, but that's normal, right? Because we have our own Docker container, and I did not find a good solution for that yet. So this multi-stage building helps, because if you don't change... No, 1 second. That has nothing to do with the multi-stage. Oh yeah, okay. So we could optimize that by only installing all the dependencies and using offline mode. Do you know that? A lot of images, a lot of Docker files do that. That you, before you run a clean package, you run I think I install and use -- offline mode. And then it downloads all the dependencies, and in the next step, it builds that. And it helps because if you don't change any dependencies, you don't have to download them with your next build. So that's really convenient.
Yeah, it is. Thanks for the heads up, because I've been thinking about, well, there's got to be some solution for caching the dependencies.
Yeah, it doesn't really cache them, but it caches this step, this offline step then. And because you don't change the POM XML, it will stay the same, and it will just use the old image.
I see.
Okay, it said it's up, but is it really running? Because I didn't say anything about daemon mode, so it's probably not running.
Okay. Right, I'm still fighting with mine, so I have nothing to show yet.
But that's fine. We don't have to have a running application here.
Yeah, so we have proven that that actually it doesn't run. So that was the whole point.
Yeah, well, all right. No, but network telnet net declared as external could not be found. Where's that defined? Here we have our network. Do we need that one? Well, we want to communicate with it.
Yeah. I usually put the network into the compose file. Did you create the network beforehand?
No. Should I? No, I don't have to, right?
Well, it's just because I usually had some troubles with the application finding the database instance, so I usually just create now the network by default for the demo.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not always needed, but I just had that problem, and yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I just for testing, I deleted that network. Now it's not finding the jar launcher. Oh man. Okay. But anyway, it started the PostgreSQL. So if we run the application, it should work as well. Then it's not Dockerized, but we run it locally.
Yeah, just run. Yeah, just run it locally. I did.
So what did we define? Localhost. That should work, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We exposed this port. So yeah. Let's see. I think it's looking better. I think it can connect to the database, and it actually opens up my browser. Not the one I want. All right. Well, and it looks that bad as well. Why?
I don't know. Really. I mean, that's so awful. My eyes bleed.
Yeah. Sweating. I don't know. Yeah.
The Guardian team wouldn't thank us for that, but this it's not our fault. This is some AI generated stuff, weird stuff. Guardian content is very beautiful. Yeah. So
yeah.
keep that in mind.
Absolutely. Okay. So this does something, and I'm thinking it's. Oh, what? It worked.
Huh? Oh my! Oh, happy you. Lucky you.
Oh, I didn't expect that really. So it really used my OpenAI API key and got some things. Okay, I got COVID. What to do? All right, distancing. Yeah, wear a mask, of course. Wash hands. Well, you should always wash hands. Stay hydrated. Always good. Monitor your health. Okay. If symptoms develop, I'll come back to that application, and stay informed with updates. Health sources. Well, that's this application as well.
Nice.
All right, and I am a bit afraid to click this one, but I think if it wants to know your geolocation, it will set a little something up. Still,
try it.
I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. So it does that. I have to share my and I don't want to do that. Okay, but still, I also think that we don't have any doctors in our database, and we never mentioned that in our whole prompt, that it should create fake doctors.
Oh yeah, by the way. Yeah, we didn't test see the test that data.
Yeah, so it probably wouldn't find anything anyways. But we can share my journey on social media.
Yeah.
So I can post that on any media I want.
Yeah.
Certainty 65%. That's pretty certain. Just from what was it? Sweating and a fever, I think. I said I had a fever.
AIs are pretty certain always.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't use our demo for medical advice. Please don't. Or else we're going to be sued.
But it's a really good ending to that whole thing, that something is somehow working.
Yeah.
And it also proves the point that I think you already made down in the README. I just read that shortly before our session. So you already said that this one-shot prompting maybe isn't as good as iterative.
Of course.
So except that iteratively it's slower, of course. I took like 2 or 3 times as long as you.
Yeah.
But
the quality is much better. So I didn't actually expect that my code would be good. No. And I think that maybe that was obvious from the beginning, that when you paste the single prompt in the bulk and then generate the whole application, nothing good is going to come out of there. But this is a good demonstration of that. So we had this battle. We had 2 styles, and you can clearly see that the second style, with iterations, with checks in between, the prompts will yield much better results than just simply waiting for a miracle to happen. Yeah,
exactly. And even though I did not really correct anything the AI did, I simply, on these last steps, I just simply said, okay. And,
yeah, because we didn't have
still,
time, so yeah, we had to move forward, right? But if you did, maybe the code would be even better. And
yeah,
again,
exactly.
in between the prompts, the checks should be like really complete. Yeah, so you verify the code, you spend time, you spend a day or a couple of days, but in the end, you get a very nice application. Well, I guess my guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. Wow, that was a hell of a ride.
Yes, it was. It was. But it
uh,
was really fun. And
it was fun. Yeah.
we had
Yeah.
somewhat conclusive session. That's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, yeah. That's nice.
And
Well,
now we see your cat. Ah,
where's the cat?
in
Oh,
the
the cat.
corner.
Oh,
Yeah,
this one. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, yeah, this one. Well, it's
this
actually
one,
not
the real one.
the real one. Ah, it's running away. It doesn't like me. It's actually not my cat. My beautiful baby is here, right here, and I'm going to show him to you because he's so lovely. And right, he just deserves some love.
Yes.
And just look at that beauty. Just look at that cute face.
Oh man.
Oh, my little bunny.
He doesn't look that comfortable in front of the
Oh,
camera.
he's just sleepy. He's just sleepy. Oh. Right.
That's great.
Okay. Well, on that a nice note, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for staying with us throughout this session. I hope you had fun just as we did.
Yes.
And until next time, definitely until next time.
One
Right.
one thing I add the Pretix discount voucher for the JaCon, because if you come to JaCon, you will meet us both. I have a session on Tuesday, and you will have one on Wednesday, right?
On Wednesday, exactly. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, come to JaCon. Exactly. We are waiting for you. We have prepared some very good stuff. And yeah, I will post all the links in the description to this video, to this live stream. So they are going to be there for you, waiting for you. Check them out, right? And yeah, hopefully see you offline and online as well. Thank you.
All
Okay,
right.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Have a great
Bye.
day.
Have a nice
Bye.
evening. Bye.